Ladies and gentlemen, what have I been telling you for years now? And eventually I'll be vindicated. If not 2024, 2028, 2032, 2036, 2040. Madam Secretary Hillary Clinton is going to run eventually. Now, I might have been 4 years too late, but I told everyone I was the only person on the left when I was the biggest Bernie Sanders booster on the internet, according to the Huffington Post, and the unofficial scribe of Sanders' most hardcore voters, according to the Washington Post. That's on hagoodman.com. You could read my writing in The Hill, the Huffington Post, Salon, the Jerusalem Post, see my debates on hagoodman.com. Hit subscribe to this channel right now. Hit subscribe to the Stock Market Crash channel. That's below in the pinned comment. To my new Patreons, thank you. If you want to support my work, my Patreon is below. Ladies and gentlemen, I told people eventually Hillary Clinton will run for office again. She's going to run for president in 2024. Now, you might say, oh my God, CNN deconstructing the case for a 2024 Hillary Clinton bid. Wall Street Journal, Hillary Clinton's 2024 election comeback. Okay, now, if I'm 4 years too early, I'm sorry. There's a method to the madness here. I can't be perfect. Okay? I told everyone on the left that Clinton would lose to Trump. I told everyone that Trump-Russia was completely fabricated. Every YouTube pundit on the left, and I became a supporter of President Trump, I believe in around 2018. So I've been supporting President Trump for a long time, and about 10 to 15% of Bernie Sanders supporters in 2016 became supporters of President Trump. I'm sorry, there's something about a great economy, record low unemployment, record low Black and Latino unemployment, reversing the Lincoln Project foreign policy that Biden completely botched. The Doha Agreement should have been implemented May 1st. Instead, mashed potato brains used the T-ban. Those 13 Americans should be alive today. Mashed potato brains is the worst president, one of the worst presidents of all time, if not the worst. Ranking down there with Hoover and Jimmy Carter and others. He got his Build Back Better completely wrecked by Joe Manchin and Sinema also. The Supreme Court completely blocked and obliterated his other signature failed policy. His poll numbers are abysmal. And do not think that Hillary Clinton will not be the champion of the Democratic primary, because that's a preordained, that's like, the Democratic primary is like a movie. You already, the directors of the movie already know the ending. Speaking of Hollywood, watch the latest Alec Baldwin segment prior to this one. My God, he finally gave his phone. One link between Clinton and Baldwin. But anyway, Clinton will win the Democratic primary if she runs. Okay? Just like when they cheated Bernie Sanders. Just like when mashed potato brains won, which was very wonderful and fair and neutral. And of course, we don't even have to go there. But with Bernie Sanders, we know they cheated. The DNC fraud lawsuit that all the left-leaning pundits were petrified to touch. The attorney stated, hey, you know what? We can just go ahead and decide who our nominee will be in smoke-filled back rooms like the 1800s and like Tammany Hall. It's not a big deal. The issue with Hillary Clinton is the following. Mashed potato brains is abysmal. Okay, Vice President Kamala Harris has even perhaps lower approval rating than mashed potato brains. Anyone could defeat him in the Democratic primary. Anyone that has a following. Biden's base is Hillary Clinton's base. It's not the other way. Hillary Clinton does not have Biden's base. People voted for him because those people would have voted for Hillary Clinton. Or I should say, they're the I'm with her crowd. Hillary Clinton would make a much better president than Biden. I think Kamala Harris would make a better president. I think anyone would. But Hillary Clinton would make a much better president, number one. Number two, I would vote for Trump 1 million out of 1 million times if it's Trump Clinton. tens of millions of Americans, 80 million Americans, will vote for Hillary Clinton. Or, okay, the same, or roughly the same number of people, will vote for Hillary as voted for Biden. The morally superior liberal Democrat is actually an artificial intelligence robot. They're wonderful people, beautiful human beings. They want the best for the world. That's why they're combating climate change and single-handedly causing coal, natural gas, and oil to spike to record highs. We have inflation that's rampant. Check out my segment. Very few people saw it early in the morning. I said the stock market crash has begun. That I'll be vindicated. Unfortunately, I don't want to be vindicated there. But I've been spot on in what I've been saying the past couple of years. Okay? I'm correct and right more often than I am wrong. And I might have been a little bit too early, but I'm telling you, Hillary Clinton will not give up the opportunity to become president. There are tens of millions, and she would be she's a better candidate than Biden. Anyone is, but Madam Secretary is. This is, obvious. The problem with the Democratic Party is, or one of the things that makes them tick or run, is that they are basically artificial intelligence robots that if you just manipulate the algorithm, type in the password or the code or the program, they will do whatever every left-leaning pundit will then say Hillary is better than Trump because Trump is running. They will say the same things about Biden that they will about Hillary or anyone who is preordained as the Democratic nominee. They have no free will. They have zero free will. You can take, I'm not going to give you names, but you could take the furthest left, socialist, communist, edgy YouTube or Twitch pundit, or the most vanilla, plain CNN journalist, or the liberal Democrat with millions of subs. It's the same person. You have to understand the psychology and why I'll eventually be vindicated. It doesn't matter if they're frightened and petrified of Clinton 2024 because, of course, we know why they would be. Okay? I don't have to go into it. But a little change of the algorithm, the code, the password, the program, liberal Democrats have no free will. They must vote blue no matter who, or their friends will leave them. Or they'll be shunned and shamed and embarrassed, and they will have committed blasphemy and heresy, and they will be excommunicated from good, normal, decent people. The 73 million Americans in this country laugh at them. They go ahead and laugh at the other side too, but the difference is that they're always wrong. Trump never worked with Russia. He never pressured Zelensky. And you know what wasn't his fault. And more people's lives ended because of under mashed potato brains. They're failures at everything, but they have all social media algorithms, all media, cable, news, publications. So everything is spun in their direction. It doesn't take a lot for Hillary Clinton to be the number one best chance to defeat Trump. It only takes, it was a better candidate if you're just looking at logic and reason, but that has been thrown out the window. That was thrown out the window in 2015 and 2016. I saw it with my own eyes. That's why I became a supporter of President Trump. You have to have critical thinking skills to vote for Trump. You have to not be beholden to groupthink and look at people for who they are to vote for President Trump. Record low unemployment, fantastic foreign policy, infinitely better world than mashed potato brains has wreaked upon this country. But it won't take much. I'm telling you, Hillary Clinton, if she doesn't run in 2024, she'll run in 2028. And I'll be telling you also, I'll be 90 years old. She'll be 125 years old, or 130 years old, or 140 years old. And I'll say, you see, I was vindicated. Yeah, what's up? Hit subscribe right now.